G'day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So today is a really exciting day. Today DJI has officially launched the brand new Mini 5 Pro. In this first look video, we're going to talk about its new upgraded features and test out some of its new capabilities. Now, arguably, the Mini 4 Pro was one of the most popular drones that DJI has ever made just due to its capabilities and size. And now with the Mini 5 Pro, it's going to take those capabilities even further. It features a sleek new design, it's a darker shade of gray, and it has some pretty incredible hardware improvements, including the new gimbal and camera. Just like the Mavic 4 Pro and the DJI Flip, when it's unfolded, you can see it automatically goes ahead and powers on. That makes deploying the Mini 5 Pro extremely fast, and again, when you fold it up, it will go ahead and power off.
Aircraft will power off in 5 seconds. Press any button on aircraft to cancel.
Of course, you can go ahead and disable that feature in the settings if you so choose. At the front of the drone here, we have two brand new front-facing LiDARs, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that here coming up in a minute. Of course, we have the nice newly designed gimbal. Now, as you're watching this video, you may have noticed this mystery button on the side of the drone. Now, at the time of filming this video, this button serves absolutely no purpose. I'm not sure what DJI is going to be doing with it. I'm assuming it's for some future feature that we'll probably get with a firmware update down the road. Now, one of the big new upgrades of the Mini 5 Pro is its new upgraded camera. It now features a 1-inch sensor, which is absolutely incredible. Personally, I never thought we would see a 1-inch sensor on a mini drone, but here we are. And that 1-inch sensor is going to be super important to help enhance your photos and videos, especially in complex lighting conditions, and not necessarily just flying at night, even just flying on days when the lighting is not ideal, such as overcast days, or perhaps you're flying at sunrise or sunset, twilight. That 1-inch sensor is just going to make your footage look that much better. When capturing in auto mode, it's capable of approximately 14 stops of dynamic range. Of course, it can capture in D-Log-M at 10-bit, but now you can actually capture in 10-bit in a normal color profile. So if you're a person who doesn't like to do your own color grading, you can still now make use of that 10-bit color. The field of view has been increased to 84 degrees, and it's now a 50 megapixel sensor. Just like the Mini 4 Pro, the Mini 5 Pro features true vertical video. So you can spin the camera on its side if you're going to be capturing for social media. That allows you to utilize the full sensor. And just like the Mavic 4 Pro, you can now rotate the camera. It can be manually rotated 225 degrees. You can do that by using the dial on the controller, allowing you to get some really creative shots. But you can also utilize that rotation feature in some of the intelligent flight modes. And just like the Mavic 4 Pro, this features a new quick shot that allows you to automatically set up rotating shots. The Mini 5 Pro also features a new 48mm portrait option that's going to give you a 2x zoom, and the quality of that is absolutely incredible. You'll be able to capture incredibly detailed and crisp images that's going to get you closer to your subject without putting the drone in harm's way. The Mini 5 Pro also now features 42 gigabytes of internal storage. So if you're out filming and you happen to forget a memory card, which we've all done, the day's not lost. You can still capture up to 42 gigabytes worth of data. Even the props get an upgrade this year. They are now quick release props. So no more having to mess around with little screwdrivers and little screws to replace the props if you need. They easily just attach, twist, and lock in. And that can be really important if you're out in the field and you happen to clip a tree branch. Nothing worse than trying to change props with little screwdrivers and screws out in the field. The batteries for the Mini 5 Pro get an upgrade as well. And just like the Mini 4 Pro, you can get the batteries in two different variations. They have the standard battery, which is going to keep the drone under 250 grams. And then they have a plus battery if flight time is more your priority. However, when using the plus battery, it is going to put the drone over 249 grams. When using the plus battery, you can achieve rated flight times of 52 minutes. And with the regular battery, you have a rated flight time of 36 minutes. Now, if you own multiple batteries from your Mini 4 Pro, although they're not officially supported by DJI, they are fully compatible with your Mini 5 Pro. Just remember, if you are using the Mini 4 Pro batteries in your Mini 5 Pro, some features may not be available, and the performance may not be quite as good. The flight speed of the Mini 5 Pro has been increased to 19 meters per second. Now that's if you're using the plus battery. If you're using the standard battery, you still get a flight speed increase of 18 meters per second. And even wind performance gets a boost. It's now capable of winds of 12 meters per second, and that's compared to 10.5 meters per second of the Mini 4 Pro. So if you're a person who flies a lot on windy days, you're going to get better performance now with the Mini 5 Pro. Obstacle avoidance gets a huge update with the Mini 5 Pro, partly to do with the new front-facing LiDAR, but also because of the new upgraded low-light sensors. The Mini 5 Pro can offer omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, even in low-lit scenarios, even in the dark. That can make flying at night a lot safer. And just like we've seen on the Air 3S and the Mavic 4 Pro, the Mini 5 Pro now has their new next-gen smart return to home. And it's actually pretty incredible. Essentially, the drone will build a real-time map on its outbound flight that allows you to launch the drone from really complex environments such as a balcony, under a tree canopy. As the drone's flying away, it's going to build a real-time map. So in the event that you manually initiate a return to home, or it's a fail-safe return to home, the drone is going to know exactly where to come home to. It will be able to navigate complex environments to get back to the home point safely. And it can even do that without being connected to satellites. So for whatever reason, if satellite connection is lost, the drone can still find its way home and navigate safely. And watching it in action is actually really impressive. I'm going to make a separate video going over that a little bit more in detail. Active Track 360 gets a big upgrade as well. It has new custom modes such as biking and even skiing. When you select a subject, it's going to automatically try and detect what activity you're doing. They have a standard activity just for standard tracking. They have a cycling activity, and they have a skiing activity as well. It's going to adjust the tracking parameters depending on the activity. For example, if it detects that you're cycling, it's going to offer a more agile response and keep the rider firmly locked in. It's also going to increase the tracking speed to 15 meters per second. If it's detected standard tracking, it'll follow the target with more of a moderate response. So some great new features there. And on top of that, we can enable auto mode. That's where the drone is basically going to make decisions. It's going to try and frame things nicely, and it will move around automatically depending on the composition. That allows you to focus on your activity while the drone worries about composition. Of course, you can put it into manual mode. That's where you can use the dial. You can move the drone anywhere around you in a complete 360 degrees. You can push the drone farther back by bringing it to the outer ring, or you can bring it closer to you by dragging it to the center ring. So it's easy to change the orientation of the drone while tracking just with a simple touch. Of course, we can go into the settings even further when it comes to tracking and adjust the behaviors even further. The Mini 5 Pro features the O4 Plus transmission system. It has 20-kilometer 10-bit HDR transmission. It's going to give you a good amount of range and a nice stable feed back to the controller. The Mini 5 Pro is compatible with the RCN3, the DJI RC2, and the newer DJI RC Pro 2. The camera bag that comes with the Fly More kit gets an upgrade this year as well. It's a little bit larger than previous models, and that's actually really handy. You can see here when we have the drone, controller, and charging hub in it, we still have a nice large cavity there in the middle that you can put another small drone in, your action camera, some other camera gear, because usually when you're out filming, there's other stuff you want to bring along. You can see here, the Mini 5 Pro also has a newly designed gimbal guard. It's an all-in-one unit that keeps the gimbal protected, and it keeps your props tucked in nicely. Now, lastly, something that's new with the Mini 5 Pro is off-state quick transfer. We first seen that introduced on the Air 3S, then the Mavic 4 Pro, and now it is available on the Mini 5 Pro. And essentially what it is it allows you to offload the content from the internal memory or the memory card directly to your tablet or mobile device without powering on the unit. So for example, I've got the Mini 5 Pro here and it is completely powered off. We can launch the DJI Fly app, and you'll notice here it's detecting the Mini 5 Pro. So we'll tap on that. So you can see there it said waking up device. We're going to join its Wi-Fi network. Now it's not fully powering it on, it's just giving it a little bit of power, just enough so we can get the content off. The gimbal's not active. It's just essentially still in a sleep mode. And as you can see here, here's all our content. So we can go in and transfer everything over. When you're done, you can just tap the lightning bolt there at the top, and that will turn it off. And the nice thing is you don't even have to take this out of the camera bag. You could be done your shooting for the day, launch your tablet or your mobile device, and you'll be able to connect directly to the drone. Now, of course, the Mini 5 Pro supports all the intelligent flight modes, such as waypoint missions, master shots, quick shots, It has full panorama capabilities. And of course, focus track, where you can set a point of interest, or use spotlight, where you can leave a subject locked in the middle and fly the drone around, and it will keep that subject centered in the frame. Now, over the coming weeks and months, I'm going to make more detailed videos about some of the new features of the Mini 5 Pro. So if you're brand new and the Mini 5 Pro is going to be your very first drone, make sure you stay tuned for them. So I've been flying the Mini 5 Pro for a little over a month now, and I've been really impressed with it. Mini drones are really important to me, especially being here in Canada. They are less restrictive. We can fly them in more locations. We can fly them beyond visual line of sight. So having a drone such as the Mini 5 Pro with all its pro features and flight capabilities is really important. It allows me to get out and capture the way I want to capture without having to sacrifice flight performance, capabilities, and video quality. So that's a quick first look at the brand new DJI Mini 5 Pro. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.